What? Oh no, we have one of those too. Oh, we have a burn ban too. Hey, my legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here with live movie review, and this is something called Saturday Night. It's brand new. It came out like a couple months, like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. I remember seeing ads for it on Saturday Night Live. And basically, it's directed by Jason Reitman. We need to. We need rain too. Hi, Timothy. How you doing, buddy? Um, yeah, it's a 2024 and it was they had commercial a whole ton of commercial about before Saturday Night Live. And basically, it's a biopic directed by Jason Reitman, and there's really no spoilers. There's something that happened in history. Um, whatever spoilers are like the stories behind the scenes that they show in the movie. Basically, this is like the last episode. Oh yeah, I wish I filmed more of it though, but I wasn't able to. Yeah, it was really good. They had sushi too, but it was just too much of a hassle to film all that stuff. Um, it was a big. Okay. Um, it's about the first 90 minutes before the inaugural broadcast of the very first episode of Saturday Night Live back in 1975, and that's the story. I mean, it whenever talks about Lorne Michaels and how. Well, I mean, it was a separate. Well, it was a separate thing of the sushi and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, it was a separate sushi bar. It wasn't on in the steam tables. They had a sushi bar up there. They had a Mongolian grill too, where you can have them grill stuff too. But I didn't do any of that stuff. They had a lot of stuff that used to be the old country buffet that went out of business. Okay. Well, anyways, Saturday night. Aw, Saturday night is like the for 90 minutes until the initial inaugural broadcast, the very first 1975 episode of Saturday Night Live, the very first one. And it talked about how crazy it was. And it's like a big rush to get to the whole production. I think they made this kind of like has like a throwback to like the 1930s with some snappy dialogue and stuff. However, it's definitely R rated with cursing and stuff like that. Yeah. And then it makes it was okay. The sushi play was different. I thought it was fine. Um anyways, it starts off with Lorne Michaels, and he's getting all the cast ready, and they have like actors playing like the not ready for prime time players. They have actors like playing Chevy Chase, while they're playing different guys, like the guy that Michael O'Donoghue who ended up directing that Mr. Mike's Mondo videos in here. They have people playing Billy Crystal, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Chevy Chase, Gilda Radner, Jane Curtin, Ray Newman, Garrett Morris, and the guy playing Garrett Morris was played by Lamar Morris, but there was no. I thought maybe he was a son or something like that, but there's no connection to that. And they look a lot like the characters they play. Dan Aykroyd looks like Dan Aykroyd. Ray Newman looks a little bit different, but they're definitely them. And there's lots of like different scenes and recreated scenes from the original Silent Live, like New Dad and stuff. They have a guy playing Jim Henson. They didn't recreate the Muppets, but they showed the Muppets he had. They showed some of those on the thing, and those are official Muppets that were on the Silent Live episodes. There's oh man, there's so many people on Paul Schaefer and stuff, and then they have like F.J. Fitzsimmons playing what was it playing Milton Berle. I mean, he nailed it as Milton Berle. I mean, and it's really good. J.K. Simmons, I mean. And then they had William Dafoe in there playing one of the execs and stuff. And the thing was back in the day, hi Keita May, you want to come up, honey? I mean, it's really a good movie. Aw, I'm okay. Well, I thought I put that in there. I'm okay. Oh, I'm spreading love too, huh? You're so sweet. There you go. You're so awesome. Okay. There you go. Kid May is awesome. Anyways, regardless, J.K. Simmons plays Milton Berle because Milton Berle was like one of the first hosts of Saturday Night Live, not the very first one, but they said he was the worst host in the history of Saturday Night Live. Well, they were saying like, what's the other guy? He he didn't clash with the people on the show, the younger crowd, but they said like they keep saying like Steven Seagal was the worst host, but I thought Steven Seagal he was okay on the show, but they said Milton Berle was one of the worst hosts of Saturday Night Live because his humor didn't fit like the counterculture they're trying to get to on the show. He's like old fashioned, and they had him fighting with Chevy Chase, and the guy who played Chevy Chase in this movie was a real. I mean, because Chevy Chase is pretty much known as being an asshole, even though he's funny and stuff like that, and he was like that in the movie too. All the characters that played like these people did an amazing job in the movie. I mean, something like Lorraine Newman didn't quite look like her, or Jane Curtin or Gilderoy didn't quite look like, but their mannerism. I mean, they nailed it. All the acting, this was good. All the script was really good in this movie. Basically, they said, I mean, like I said, it's a whole big rush to get the show done under insurmountable odds, and they couldn't give tickets away. They had the guy who played George Carlin here did a great job. The musical acts were fantastic in this. It was really an amazing movie, but it's like the snappy dialogue. It's like part biopic, part drama, part comedy, but it all works really well up to until the inaugural broadcast of Silent Life. And it's weird when they go to Silent Life, that's the end of the movie, and they show like the Silent Life as end credits instead of beginning credits to like the original show plus the added stuff in. That was really a neat idea too. I thought that was really cool. I really liked the movie though. I thought it was wonderful. I saw it with Dank Panther. He sent to me. It was really an amazing experience. It really was really good. The pacing was. I mean, you had that frantic feeling in your heart. You know, you know what became a successful show, but the whole big stress leading up to it was something else. Really good stuff. The acting was fine. The people portraying the Silent Life characters were great. John Belushi, Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Abe Hillbilly, Garrett Morris, Jane Curtin, Lorraine Newman, and Gilda Radner. I think those were. And then they had Antonio, that Michael O'Donoghue, who ended up directed Mr. Mike's Mondo video, which was not released, which did not pass uh, uh, which was bared unreleasable on NBC, but they ended up showing it on NBC. I remember seeing it on NBC, but they said it wasn't going to be shown on there, and they ended up having it as like a movie. They took it and they showed it the movie on theaters, and they said it was all washed out. It was unwatchable. But I remember seeing that on TV. I remember seeing Mike's Mondo video on TV a few times because they had a thing where they were teaching the cats how to swim, that swimming school, and by throwing the cats in the water, which was really mean. That was a mean spirited thing. I know Samara won't like that one, but it was very mean spirited to the kiddies. But he played an asshole too in the movie. 'Cause I guess him and Chevy Chase were assholes. But I know, and also the exchange between J.K. Simmons doing Milton Berle and who was flirting with his Chevy Chase's girlfriend, right? The exchange between them was crazy, and then he whips out his wiener because I think he's supposed to have like. It's part of the legend that he has like So on record, he has like almost a foot long wiener, though. I mean, that's or schmeckle, whatever they want to call it. It's really good. It's really, I can't rave about it enough. It's a lot of great banter. The hustle and bustle before a live studio audience TV show, and this is one where nothing was finished. They didn't know about like what shows were going to be on there, what shows were going. They had a big line. They didn't know what skits were going to be canceled because it was supposed to be a 90-minute show, which would be like about 72 minutes or 70 minutes with commercials, right? And they had enough for like 3 hours, you know. And they said if it was going to fail, they show a Carson rerun, you know. And they had like some guy who imitated Johnny Carson talk to him, said like, well, you guys are going to fail, but I mean, you know, I'm going to give you all the benefit in the world. But they were betting for the show to fail so they could, they made more money off Johnny Carson at reruns. Because it's all a numbers game. In this show, a whole bunch of really bizarre things happen. He wanted to make all these different drastic changes to the show. And he didn't even know what the show was going to be called. It was like some great show. And that's what he had of it. And they said, do you even know what this show's about? And he was so unfocused. And then finally, whenever it came to crunch time, he was able to get all that together. And it's really worth watching. I mean, I'm no spoilers though, but it's a biopic, just like, you know, let's say The Doors, right? It's a biopic about the band The Doors of Jim Morrison. That's what it's about. That's the whole movie. This is about like the very first 90 minutes that led up to the inaugural broadcast Silent Live back in 1975. It wasn't quite in real time. It said 90 minutes. It ran like an hour and 44 minutes. I mean, minus end credits, you know. And there's like a little sound bite at the very end, and they have like and in the credits, you read the credits, it says, thank you very much to the people who worked on that broadcast and all the stories they told us. That was written to the thing. It's based on true events and stuff. And there was some really crazy, crazy, crazy stuff in it. And some really funny stuff in it. And that guy who played Dan Aykroyd, he nailed it. I mean, I can't remember who played Dan Aykroyd in it. I'll go by playing some of the cast there. Dylan O'Brien played Dan Aykroyd. The guy who played the Riddler, Corey Michael Smith, the guy who played the Riddler in that Batman movie, played Chevy Chase. I got to tell. Matt Wood played John Belushi. Let's see. Ella Hunt played Gilda Radner. Emily Farron played Lorraine Newman. Lamorne Morris, no relation to Garrett Morris, played Garrett Morris. Kim Matula played Jane Curtin. And then they had a guy playing Andy Kaufman there. Nicholas Braun played Andy Kaufman. He was really tall in that movie. It's quite good. I really liked it. I thought it was really, really, a really good movie. I can't rave about it enough. It bombed at the box office, though, because they said the budget was between 25 and 30 million. I can't imagine it costing that much, but I assume it was all filmed on location in New York. I mean, it's expensive to shoot there. Just like with the second Joker movie that everyone was dragging on. It cost so much money because they insisted on filming around Los Angeles, which is really expensive, I guess. And instead of filming like in I think the crew said they filming like Toronto would save like $7 million on budget or something like that. Or save a lot more than that. I don't know. But I really liked the movie a lot. I thought it was really good. I give it a 10 out of 10 for Saturday night. It came out like, when did Jeremy Johns review it? Let me find out when it really officially hit the hit. Let me look up. I mean, it's only been a couple months old. I mean, it didn't do that well. I mean, the budget was between 25-30 million. It made like about $9.5 million. I don't know. I think it's really good. I'm surprised there wasn't an audience for it. I guess, but I guess audiences didn't go to watch it. You look up Saturday Night Live. Look up critical reception or box office. Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night movie. Wikipedia, 2024. And like I said, it came out June, July, or something like that. Oh no, it came out September 2024. This is brand new releasing. Before it's wide released by Sony Pictures, releasing on October 11th. Okay. And it was on the 49th anniversary of the show's premiere during the show's 50th season. The film received positive reviews from critics and grossed 9.7 million, but it lost money. I mean, because the budget was like 25 to 30. So I only assume it was because it was filmed in New York, though. You know. Let me see. But it's really the way it's really well done, though. Yeah. I guess just people wasn't that interested in watching it though. But I mean, most people watched it, liked it though. Because they said on its wide release it made well, I can't remember. It made some money though, but it did all right. I have. I've done that. If you check, it was in theaters. It was in theaters. It was. Yes, it was. It was in theaters. I did try the new spicy nuggets. I don't know if they made a new sauce. They made something. You check out something. Hold on. That's me, nothing, nothing. Let me go. It was. I mean, it was in theaters, Sam. It's no longer in theaters, though. I did play though. Oh, that's weird. That's just strange. But it's a good movie, though. It's a good movie. Well, I got thrown off guard. I might have to wait for the DVD. Sorry, I missed the beginning of this. That doesn't sound like a movie. I think you'd really like it though. It's like involves like the very first um like 90 minutes before Silent Live actually airs. I heard about it. They were plastering it all over the place on Silent Live too. Yeah, watch every side for at least 20. Yeah, me too. I mean, but they have like people playing different characters in there. Like I said, like they have people playing like different characters from Silent Live. Though they had like the guy Corey Michael Smith who played the Joker in that Batman movie played Chevy Chase. Dylan O'Brien played Dan Aykroyd. Ella Hunt played Gilda Radner. Emily Farron played Lorraine Newman. Lamorne Morris, no relation to Garrett Morris, played Garrett Morris. Matt Wood played John Belushi, and Kim Matula played Jane Curtin. And then they had where am I at? They had J.K. Simmons playing Milton Berle. It's pretty interesting. It was interesting. I thought it was pretty good. Um, I think you'll like it though. It's definitely worth watching. I give it like a 10 out of 10. I mean, I don't have trying to think some other stuff about it, but like I said, it's Jason Reitman directed the movie, and like I said, it's a biopic about the very first, um, well, the last 90 seconds before the initial broadcast of Saturday Night Live, and I guess like the the studio heads were begging for the movie, the show to lose, because they were paying them, and they were betting on the show to lose because they made more money on Johnny Carson reruns. If the show wasn't going to go on, they were going to show a Johnny Carson rerun, and they said they made more money off that. And then, of course, Saturday Night Live did really, really well. Let me see. Let me see if they have the initial Saturday Night Live broadcast. Initial Saturday Night Live broadcast. Let's see. Well, they don't have the initial. Okay, here it is. I mean, here's a little bit of information from it. Okay. The very first episode, though, that's what leads into it. All right, the long-running American late night. Okay. It first premiered on NBC on October 11th, 1975, and its most recent season was created by Lorne Michael, who was the original current showrunner. Its history has been shaped by a large, constantly changing cast of performers, right? And yeah, originally it was a replacement for rerun of the Tonight Show, and quickly became a staple late night TV. And they called them not ready for primetime players because they actually said they were that, though, you know. And it had a cult following, though, you know. Yeah, it was like beginning 19. Oh, Johnny Carson petitioned the NBC executive for weekend shows to be pulled. Oh, okay. Johnny Carson petitioned NBC to pull weekend shows to be pulled and saved so they could be aired during weeknights, allowing him to take time off. Okay. In response, the NBC president approached the vice president and asked for him to come up with a Saturday Night Live program, Saturday Night Live time program. The network had a weak Saturday night lineup at the time that garnered poor ratings, including Rumpus Room. They had that. Yeah, I had little interest in late night Saturday night shows until the mid 1970s, and then that became a thing. Saturday Night Live be born from that. Hi, Pandora. I told you I would live. You want to come up, Pandora? You want to come up? And anyone want to come up? Hi, Pandora. Oh my god. But it's actually, the movie's actually really good, though. I tell Pandora about it too. Okay, right now, maybe later tonight. Okay. I don't know if I could be going live later tonight, but I'm okay. It's okay. I mean, the movie is really good. I highly recommend it. I think you'll really like it. Even like, I mean, because a lot of people don't really care for Saturday Night Live right now. And I mean, but they love the original Saturday Night Live, you know. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, Pandora. I don't know yet. All I know is I wanted to do a live review of the. I just saw the new Saturday night review, Pandora. It was like basically it's like the very 90 minutes. It basically encapsulated the 90 minutes before the original broadcast, the original Saturday Night Live, and they had people playing the original characters too. They had like someone playing Chevy Chase. They had J.K. Simmons playing Milton Berle was in the movie. And they had a guy playing Dan Aykroyd and all the cast members. They did a great job. And then yeah, that exactly. I think I tell you what, if you love, I think you and John will really like that Ukulele Cheri. That it's called Saturday Night. It's like a biopic that they did about the hustle and bustle before the initial broadcast of the original Saturday Night Live for 1975. And J.K. Simmons plays Milton Berle. That's a big surprise in there. Oh yeah, I think that was George Carlin. Yeah, I saw the Doors movie years ago. I loved it. Doors movie is great, and I love this movie too. It's a 10 out of 10 for Saturday night. But it's like I said. I mean, it's a biopic. The weird thing is, I don't know if audiences will like it or not. It didn't. It made like almost $10 million, but it did not make its money back. Um, and it ends. It's like the 90 minutes before Silent Live, and then when Silent Live broadcasts, that's when the movie ends. It's really weird. Oh, I know he has an Oscar, yeah, but he played Milton Berle in this one too, and then him and Chevy Chase go at it because they're both kind of jerks. Though I know Milton Berle was. They said Milton Berle was a bad host for Silent Live. I gotta see if I could find that. If they have the Silent Live with Milton Berle on here. Let's see. See Silent Live, Milton Berle. Cause I know like some people like Milton Berle was like being a jerk on Howard Stern too. Well, SNL. Okay, yeah. They had that. Oh, and SNL's most tragic host. But I wanted to have the whole episode. I'd love to see it. Oh, someone has a full Milton Berle, yeah, episode of that. Did someone drop? Oh, someone pop in, yeah. It's quite good though. I really liked it. I highly recommend it. I was seeing if they had like that episode of Milton Berle hosted Silent SNL, but I don't see it. Let me see something real quick. Let me see how it started. Yeah. Oh well. Fight for Bloody Bridge. Man shirts. Oh no. That's really bizarre. I don't even want to talk about that. That's horrible. I saw like this news headline pop up that's really bad. That's not good at all. But I got some cool videos coming up today. I guess a lot of people are talking about um, the fight again, saying it was scripted and stuff. Nice and all. I'm a Weezer fan. I love that. Oh, Weezer skit with Matt Damon. Oh, cool. Well, I think you really like the movie. It has a guy playing George Carlin. The guy playing George Carlin did a great job too. All these people that played like these comedian stuff did a fantastic job. And then like they had that Michael Donahue must have been a jerk too. He was a jerk to George Carlin. And I know the guy playing Milton Berle, J.K. Simmons, and Chevy Chase had a big encounter because Chevy Chase was a jerk though. You know. But like I said, I think it's a really good movie. I think you'll really enjoy it. Oh, hi, Anthony, my baby. You want to come up for a second? We're talking about New York. Sorry, maybe you can tell me some stuff about how expensive it is to film there. Are you able to come up, Anthony, my baby? Because this was basically around like Rockefeller Center and stuff. I'm trying to figure out how the hell this had a budget between $25 and $30 million. You know? Oh, I know he's still a jerk. Well, the guy playing him played the guy who played him played the Riddler in the Batman movie. Last Batman, yeah. Well, he was a jerk too. I know he was a jerk. He was a jerk on the show too, and him and Milton Berle got in a big thing. But he was with his Milton Berle was flirting with his girlfriend. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. But he even sounded like Chevy Chase. Everyone did a great job. But I guess a lot of people shared stories with them. I guess there was a book about Saturday Night Live. I never bought it. I wish I would have. At the dollar store. Oh, they did. I'm sure they did. You want to come up, Sherry? Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he did, but they didn't talk about her and Chevy though. They talk about like him fighting with other people though. Oh, him. They talk about him getting into a fight with John Belushi. Yeah, that was the thing. They were talking about him and John Belushi fighting. You know, they had to drag out brawl on there. Oh, thank you very much for that prize too, Ukulele Cheri. I really appreciate that. That's that Peppa Pig Pez display. That was so cool. Very cool. Well, ukulele. But did I spell it? How did I spell wrong? There you go. Boop boop. I forgot you can't do that on here. You can't do that. Press the A and then I'll play the highlight their name and stuff. I got really good at doing that. I sucked when I first started, but it's quite good. I know, like I remember like Chevy Chase. Well, I didn't really know Chevy Chase was a jerk until like the early '90s. I remember there was an episode of Politically Incorrect. Chevy Chase was a guest on there, and him and the guy who created NYPD Blue was on there too. Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hey,
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Am I giving you feedback, echo?
No, 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 no. It's cool. How are you
I can
doing?
hear you.
Yeah. Oh, good. No, there's no
Okay.
feedback here.
I'm getting that double thingy, the double
A double
sound thing.
whammy.
You know.
Oh, okay. Is it? How is it now? Is it okay now? Is it
Oh,
good
it's
now?
a delay thing. It's just I'm just not set up right. Probably if it's not double talking to you, we'll just leave it.
Yeah, it's not double talking to me. I don't hear it. That's cool. I think you'll really like this movie. You know, if you like Saturday Night Live, I think you'll really like it. And they have some really what did you see the last Batman movie?
Probably not.
The one that had like the guy from Twilight, Bruce Pattinson, or play Batman. It was the one that was like about 3 hours long. And they had like the Riddler was like a serial killer type guy.
Hey, I might have just fixed my double thing.
Oh, cool! Awesome!
Okay,
Awesome!
it's fixed.
Oh,
Okay, great.
awesome!
I had the
Okay.
other window was open. I'm looking all over the
Yeah.
place. Where's the tab with another window open? And it was in a whole nother
That's
window.
cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
awesome.
oh, cool. Thank
Okay.
you very much for that. For the prize too. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, you're like the only person who got a prize for the last
Yeah,
month, I think,
yeah, that was
because we
awesome
weren't
though.
on.
Yeah, the Peppa Pig
Yeah,
thing. You know.
big.
I mean, I
Yeah.
always try to promote your channel and stuff like that too.
Oh, I
You know,
appreciate it.
you're
I
welcome. You guys
appreciate that.
deserve it because you're very nice people. You know, you and
Oh,
John. You know, I haven't had you on panel in a long time.
oh, it's been a long time. Right now, John, I'm shut in the bedroom like
Yeah.
because John is on a call.
Okay.
He's working like 16-hour days and
Oh
more
my goodness.
for the
Wow.
last 3 months,
Wow.
nonstop, like 7 days a week. I had him off of work this past weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so nice. It was so
Oh
nice.
man.
But he's just been busy, 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 busy. And that's why we haven't been doing lives very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I
And
mean. Yeah.
yeah, I miss doing it. I miss,
Yeah.
getting to play the games with everybody online. Um, he got me a parrot, by the
Really?
way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, my dog had passed away a couple of years ago,
Yes. Yes.
and he got me a puppy, and the puppy fell in love with him. so, So
Oh,
he ended up with a puppy, and I ended up with nobody. And I've been stuck here for months and months. I've been stuck with nothing to do because I got the
yeah.
dizzy thing, so I can't just take off on
Yeah.
my own. And so he got me this little parrot.
Oh, that's
And the
cool.
little parrot really likes. Jason, can I sing a song? I won't get you in trouble. It's not
Sure,
a
sure, sure,
copyright
sure,
song.
sure, sure, sure. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. You played song. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Cool. Okay.
Hey, hey, Loki, because you're green and noisy bird, I love you. He's not gonna do it because you're green and noisy bird. It's true. Wow, he's not gonna do it. No one else in this house is half as loud as you. Usually he
That's
goes
so cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
Usually he goes nuts. He's like,
Yeah.
she's doing my song. And he starts screaming and going crazy. But now he's
Probably
just
stage
looking
fright.
at me.
Yeah.
He's eating, he has a piece of broccoli
Oh, okay.
and he's eating his
Really?
broccoli and he's
Yeah.
looking at me like, I don't know what you're doing.
I
Because I'm
don't know.
talking to someone he can't see.
Yeah. Oh,
But
wow. Wicked.
um,
That's so cool.
yeah. And he's learning to talk, but he's not a variety that's known for
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
So it just sounds like he's saying, we don't know what he's saying.
Yeah. That's funny, though. But we got a
Yeah.
real musical act. That's so cool. I mentioned a thing about you got Carol Burnett sent you an autograph or something like that, too.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I got Carol Burnett. Who else did I get?
Yeah.
Carol Burnett, Lily Tomlin,
Oh, cool.
and Ruth Buzzy.
Oh,
And I'll
that's
tell you,
awesome.
Ruth Buzzy sent me like a one of her residual checks that she
Really?
had already cashed in.
Oh,
And
okay.
she sent me some like trading cards, Ruth Buzzy trading cards and other
Awesome.
stuff. Yeah, that eventually will cycle through and they'll probably most of it'll be prizes that
Yeah.
we give
Oh,
out.
that's so cool.
Yeah. She's cool. She's a very
Yeah.
cool lady. Um, and it was Lily Tomlin. I was
Yeah.
waiting forever. I thought she'd forgotten about me.
Yeah.
And out of the blue, here came the autographed thing from Lily Tomlin. That was
Oh,
cool.
that's so cool.
Um, and Pat Carroll, I really wanted. I did Pat Carroll's
Yeah.
picture and sent it to her, but she got sick before she got it,
Oh,
and she
no.
passed away.
Oh, that's
But
too bad.
she was like Ursula in The Little Mermaid. She did the
Yeah.
poor unfortunate souls, you know.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's really cool. I really wanted her autograph. Everything that I've seen her in, I've
Yeah.
really enjoyed. But
Oh, cool.
she was sick, you know, we get old. Eh,
Yeah, I know. It's horrible.
look at
Um,
my hair.
yeah, I
My
know.
hair's getting whiter than yours, Jason. Ha
I
ha.
know. Yeah, mine get white. Yeah, that's part of the thing on Bob Barker. Did you know a thing about did you know Ruth Buzzy was in a horror movie?
Was she?
Yeah.
Which movie?
A movie called The Being from
I gotta look.
1984. Is
Oh,
it
I
something?
gotta look for that. I
Yeah,
have
she was
not
like
seen that.
I think she played a Sunday school teacher, and it was like on Easter time. I think the monster, it's something. I think the monster laid an egg. It was a monster egg, and the kids were looking for the Easter eggs, and I think one might have stumbled upon the monster egg too in the movie.
It was wait. Was that the one with Fred Savage in it?
I don't think so. I could look up The Being because this was done in the 80s. Um, let me see. The Being. It was from
Oh
1983,
no,
I
I'm
think.
thinking about something else. I'm thinking about something that was like called Monsters or something.
Oh,
Do you
Little
remember a
Monster.
movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, do you
Little
remember a
Monster.
movie with Fred Savage in it about the 80s? It's a
Yeah,
little
I mean, he
Little
was in a couple
Monsters
movies.
or something.
Yeah, Little Monsters with Howie Mandel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw that one. I know Rod Reeves said it would give kids nightmares and stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what he said though. And then I mean he was in some other movies like let me look up Ruth Buzzy. It's not the being's not coming up, but he was in the movie. Let me see if I can find her other stuff in here. Maybe it was they maybe it was under a different title from the
Some
80s.
movies are hard to find. There's a
That
movie, The Visit. Now,
Yes.
because well, hold on. No, no, no. There was not the visit, the one that came out like in the 2000s.
The
The visit that
Italian
came
one.
out, the one with Ingrid Bergman.
Oh,
There's
really?
Ingrid Bergman, and who's the fella who was like, he was actually a Mexican guy who was always playing like Greek guys and stuff. He was like in Fiddler on the
Um.
Roof and stuff.
Oh.
Wow, senior moment here.
Yeah. That guy that was in that one religious movie. What the heck is it?
Well, anyways,
You
a
know, it was
movie
called The
called
Being. Yeah.
yeah, it's
1981. Okay.
well, a movie called The Visit from like the
Yeah.
1960s, might have been the 50s, I think it was the 60s, with Ingrid Bergman
Yeah.
is a very interesting film. But if you look for it, the only movie that comes up as The Visit are there's a couple of newer ones, and
Okay.
definitely not. It's a movie. It's one of those movies that you think, I can't believe they made this movie. Holy moly! How did they make this movie way back when? There'd be people saying like, "What the heck are you making this movie now?" People would be
Yeah.
upset about. But to make it way back then, I don't know how they got away with it. It's crazy. Oh, I'm not going to tell you anything about it because if you ever want to watch it, I don't want to spoil it. But it's a wow movie. Wow. Um, and you know
I got.
another movie,
Yeah.
a newer
What's that?
movie that has
Yeah.
disappeared. You cannot watch Sling Blade online at all, not even for
Oh, really?
pay. Nope,
Oh,
it's
wow.
gone.
Oh,
It's
that's
gone.
crazy.
You can buy it on DVD. That's it. You can't watch. No streaming services have it. Not as part of a streaming service. Not as a pay to rent it. You
Yeah.
can't watch it. So what's
Wow,
the
that's
deal with that?
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't
That
know.
was
I
a
mean,
big deal movie, right?
yeah, when it came out with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one. It's gone.
Oh, that's crazy. I got the movie poster for The Being right here. I got on IMDb 1981. Okay, can you see it with the movie
Hold up,
poster?
it's on. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
it has
Martin
Martin Landau,
Landau,
Jose Ferrer,
Jose Ferrer.
Dorothy Malone, Ruth Buzzy, Rex Coltrane,
Oh,
Kinky
I gotta
Fried.
watch that.
Yeah, and special appearances by Maury Langston, Kinky Friedman, Johnny Dark, and Kent Perkins.
I
Yeah, it's
gotta watch
directed
it.
by Jackie Kong.
Kent Perkins is Ruth Buzzy's husband.
That's who her husband. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's directed by Jackie Kong. It's like it's really different though. I mean, it got a 4.4 though, but it's called The Being.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
put that on my list.
I rented
'Cause
that a long time ago. But I was surprised because I remember watching it. My dad just rented it. I was like, Ruth Buzzy's in this. What?
no,
You know,
right?
but it was cool.
Yeah. She is a very talented lady,
Oh, I know she is.
and she's fun. She's really
Yeah,
fun. Um, and you know, Carol Burnett, I was so happy to see her on
yeah,
Better Call Saul, to
yeah.
see her actually working. That was cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, I knew a little bit of history behind the show with Harvey Korman. I'm a big Herschel Gordon Lewis fan. I don't know if you know his movies at all. You ever hear Herschel Gordon Lewis? He was
Give me some titles.
okay. Was the one back in the 1960s when he was an exploitation film director. And back then, the 60s, he used to do like the nudie cutie movies and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
he was a pioneer of the very first gore film. He did Blood Feast back in 1960. They had
Well, I'm
Connie
not a
Mason.
gore person. I'm not a gore
Oh,
person.
well, I know, but I mean that's how he got famous, though. And then it's like Connie Mason. Well, I mean he did a whole bunch of different movies, but it had Playboy play Connie Mason. Like it was gonna be like her 19th birthday, and she goes to this exotic catering place, and he says, "Have you ever had an Egyptian feast?" I guess that feast included a bunch of body parts and stuff like that at the end of the
Well,
movie.
I
But
gotta
that's
tell you,
yeah,
I gotta tell you why I'm not
yeah,
a gore person. I
okay,
used to like all kinds of horror.
yeah,
Gore was included.
yeah,
Um, My grandma had her best friend from when she was a little girl. They were like sisters. They
Yeah.
lived across the alley from each other, and they got to be very old ladies. And I'd go over and check and make sure she was okay. I was married to another fellow at the time. My
Yeah.
first husband and I would go over, make sure she was okay, shovel her snow, mow the lawn, all the things old ladies need, you
Yeah.
know. And she wasn't answering the door, and she wasn't answering the
Oh
door, and she wasn't
no.
answering the door, days and days and days. And we're going past the house, and there was a mountain of mail.
Oh my goodness.
So 2 weeks worth of mail, Jason.
Yeah.
So she was a cat lady. She had
Yeah.
dozens of cats.
Yeah.
So we broke the door down, and she had been deceased for 2 weeks
Oh
with
wow.
dozens of hungry cats.
Oh no.
And I just can't. I can't
Oh
do
I.
at
Oh.
Halloween. I can't do scary
Oh.
stuff.
Okay. Oh,
I
I
just
understand.
I just can't. I just can't.
Oh, I understand.
It was just really bad. But I want you to
Yeah.
know this was just her empty shell.
Yeah, I
She
know.
was a wonderful, sweet lady who
Oh
cared
man,
about
that's sweet.
everyone always.
Yeah.
And I always remember that she was a wonderful, sweet lady.
Yeah.
But after the experience,
Yeah.
I can't do gore. I
Well, that's
can't do
fine.
gore.
That's fine. But I
Yeah.
mean, that was.
It's,
I mean,
well,
what's
it's
that?
like, there's a lot of veterans that can't
Yeah.
do the 4th of July.
Oh, I
You
understand
know,
that too. Yeah, or I remember they were like shocked by like that Saving Private Ryan when they reenacted.
how
Oh,
real
that
it
was
was.
so good. That was
Yeah.
so good. I mean, it was scary too, though. I mean,
It
it
was
really.
it was so realistic.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, that it really pulled people back into that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Not the nicest moment in their life.
No, not at all.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
But that was his claim to fame, though, because I guess he did one about like the Egyptian feast, right? And
Uh,
I mean, it's not done seriously. It's like real low budget and stuff like that. But I think the budget was like $25,000. That made 4 million. So I mean, but
Good
he did
job.
other movies. Yeah, he did Harvey Korman's first movie called Living Venus, and it's about like he's like editor of some tabloid, and I guess like he said like, well, I guess that's it for me. I think I'm gonna go look for work in California something, and then he became a part of the
Brunette.
Carol Burnett show like a year or two
Yeah.
later. Yep. And then he actually, the one guy who helped produce the movie, not Herschel and Lewis, but oh, I can't remember the guy who produced it. I just saw it though. Oh, David Friedman, right? I guess
Okay.
saw him at an airport and saw him on an air flight, right? And David Friedman saw Harvey Korman and said, "Hey, Harvey, how you doing?" And he said, "Do I know you?" I said, "Yeah, it's David Friedman. We did the movie Living Venus." And then like he kind of like didn't pay any attention to him after that. But I mean, it's but they had other famous people. They did like hillbilly movies, right? They did one
Mhm.
about moonshine. This stuff's gonna kill you, and it had Larry Drake was in it from Saint Elsewhere, also Doctor Giggles. But he was in Darkman. Larry Drake, he was
Uh-huh.
in that movie, and along with that guy from Joe Flaherty's brother, Larry Flaherty or something like that. He was a camera guy. He did work on that show too, and there was other stuff that had they did a movie called Year of the Yahoo about like this one country bumpkin that becomes president of the United States. And it was played by the guy who sang the song Wolverton Mountain.
Oh,
I
that
can't
could
remember
be
his name though.
fun.
Yeah. Remember that goes they say don't go on Wolverton Mountain.
Yeah.
And the guy who started it played that character in there. So I mean he did some other stuff. He did a couple kids movies. He did one called Magic Land of Mother Goose, which people is just like he recorded a high school play on like one single camera and he released it to the theaters. No, kindergarten play for kids and stuff. I don't know, it's out there. But he did some really crazy stuff. He had Colonel Sanders was in one of his movies, the real Colonel Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was famous for doing like catering at KFC, and
Hmm.
he did one called Blast Off Girls. It's supposed to be like, oh, what was it? A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles and stuff. And then he was in there. I guess he always wanted to to change his lines or something like that. He wanted to get just right, and then Hertz go, "Well, we'll just take a take of that." And he said, "Okay." And then he just did like a rerun, and he said, "Okay, we're gonna film the actual scene here." And he said, "You've nailed it." And then they used the old footage and stuff of him doing it because they said he was a real pain in the butt to work with. Yeah,
Yeah, I like A Hard Day's Night.
yeah.
It's a good
I
movie.
mean, it was like it's very low budget because like he did they did like a whole bunch of stuff. He did one about swingers called Suburban Roulette. And I remember Joe Bob Briggs was talking about Herschel and Lewis said he would just take a camera and just place it right in one place and just keep it there for the whole like a whole scene. You know, it wasn't like the best filmmaking in the world, but I liked most of his movies. You
There
know,
was the guy who was the director of the Yellow Submarine
yeah,
cartoon.
yeah,
He did an interview a few years ago, well, probably several years ago, on the local college radio station here near me,
yeah.
and he was saying they were all so stoned.
Really?
His entire
Oh man!
all of his people, the
Wow.
voice people, the animators, the writers, the everybody was so stoned through the entire production of that cartoon that he that I don't know personally. I don't know how they actually were able to release this thing, but they were. I mean, and I'm not talking about smoking pot. They were
Yeah.
dropping acid.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
really,
Crazy.
really messed up, and they produced
Wow.
Yellow Submarine. Yeah, and here he was on public radio talking about, yeah, we were so messed up. Wow.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I never saw that. I know I liked the song as a kid. I never saw it till I was in uh Fort Bragg, and they used to have a UHF station where would like have movies like on in the afternoon, and they had it like at
Mhm.
4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. I remember seeing it then. It's a
My
wicked, it's a wacky
my
movie.
son was obsessed with it when he was, first, second grade. He thought it
Yeah.
was great. He loved the blue meanies. He thought the blue
Oh
meanies
yeah.
were the best thing ever. So,
That was the
okay.
name of that was the name of a wrestler too, the Blue Meanie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Oh, and then Tam said something about Ruth Buzzy right here.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if you can read the comments right there. Tam's a pretty cool
Oh, it
guy.
was stuck in pepper. Oh, there.
Yeah, Ruth
Yeah, I
Buzzy.
have this wrong. Yeah, Ruth is in Texas with her husband. I don't know how happy she is.
Oh,
She had a stroke a couple of years ago. She had a stroke or two, and her Facebook account changed. Suddenly, all the pictures of her are several years old pictures,
oh
and the
wow.
posts that are happening sound like they're happening today, but they're pictures from several years ago. That if you
Oh, I
look
don't.
back at the metadata on it, they're old photos. I
Oh, that's
suspect
it.
someone is posting, you know, like they're her, and
Yeah.
she's not in great shape. But I don't
Oh,
know. Hopefully she is happy and healthy, but I don't know.
I think she's still doing stuff for Cameo. I don't know if she has any new videos or not. You know what cameos
Um,
where they like record videos for people,
yeah,
like
I got
happy
one for
birthday
my
stuff.
son. Who the heck did I get for my son? Somebody he was obsessed with for a while. I actually did a cameo for his had it bought a cameo for his birthday one year, and he
Yeah.
thought it was the best thing. I can't even remember who it was
Oh
now.
man, my sister did that one year. It was $40 for both of them. One was like that for my mom. She got one from that Tom Brooks from 90 Day Fiance, and mom said
Oh,
she didn't know who he was. You know, he kind of looks like James Bond, kind of. And then mine was
oh,
Buzzsaw.
that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you ever see it?
yes.
You saw the one I did? Okay. And then I
No, I
did
didn't
my
see the one that you did. I saw a
oh,
90 Day Fiance with that
okay.
dude.
Okay, cool. And then I got one from the one member from Guar, the Buzzsaw Destructo. My sister sent me that one as a pep talk for COVID and stuff.
Um, I did a thing I did for my mom.
Yeah,
The greeting cards.
yeah,
They've got these things where they've AI'd them, and so
yeah,
it was Donny Osmond singing to my with my mom's name,
yeah.
and I didn't actually get the card. I said,
Oh man.
"Mom, I sent her the link to the preview.
Oh, she didn't know.
Well, she gets to watch the preview. No, I told her, I said, Mom, it costs money. I'm not going to spend money. We always do that. We
Yeah,
always get a really nice Christmas card or something,
yeah,
but don't sign it. Put a
yeah,
note inside of it on a piece of paper so
yeah.
you can pass it on to another person. We're cheapskates, Jace.
That's okay. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, that Tom Brooks. It was like my mom was in. She broke her femur and stuff like that, and it was like trying to cheer her
Oh,
up and stuff. It was like the COVID thing, and then like the thing with Sabor Destructo was like he was trying to give me a pep talk from COVID and stuff. You know,
mm,
it was kind of. Do you want to see the Tom Brooks one?
sure,
Okay, I
of
got
course.
find it cool, awesome. No, I really appreciate you and John. Your guy. I mean, I really enjoy your videos and stuff, and I think you'll really like that movie Saturday Night. It's really good.
Well, it's on my list now because
Yeah,
I'm looking for things to do. I am stuck here. I am just stuck here because I can't go. If I can drive to somewhere, by the
yeah.
time I'm done doing whatever I was going to do wherever I am, I'm so dizzy I can't drive home.
Oh no, that's
So
crazy. That's
yeah,
terrible. I'm so sorry.
you said your dad had the dizzy situation
Yeah,
too.
he had that Meniere's disease. You know that I don't know if yours is called Meniere's disease or not.
No,
I'm not
mine's
sure.
not Meniere's. Mine somehow the little otolith dust things in your ear on one
Yeah.
side, 70% of them disappeared.
Oh
So I
God.
have a 70% deficit on one side. So I walk around and it'll look like I'm drunk sometimes. If I'm
Oh no.
tired or, or there's too much stimulation everywhere, it'll look like I'm drunk. I actually have on my watch, I have a little medal that says
Yeah.
I'm not drunk. I have a balance disorder,
Oh
so I don't get
wow.
arrested. Because people get arrested, they think you're intoxicated. You're just out
Yeah.
laughing, having a good time with your friends, and you're
Yeah.
staggering around. They think you're,
You think
intoxicated
you're
in
drunk?
public.
Yeah. That's
Okay, let's see
terrible.
it.
Okay. I want to try and interrupt your story though. I just want to set up for you.
Oh, no, 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 no. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Here we. Oh crap! I gotta redo it. Hold on. Here we
Well,
go.
hello there, Mary. Tom Brooks here from 90 Day Fiancé. How are you, darling? First and foremost, can I say 2021 has got off to a terrible start for you, I've heard. You've, two operations, two broken big parts of your body, the femur, and you're recovering slowly in bed, feeling depressed. So a little word of advice, dear. Go onto this Discovery Plus channel and watch as much 90 Day Fiancé as possible. Watch all those train wrecks, and then the misery and the depression of what your life really is all dissipates. Because our lives that we showed you are much worse, and we had to do it on national TV. But I'm hoping, as is Jodie, that you have a speedy recovery. I really do. I hope that you can get back to some sort of normality as soon as you can. And now I'm going to play a little song for you. Because, Mary, after all, it is coming up to be Valentine's Day, dear. So a rose for a rose. Please, I hope you're feeling better soon, and I hope that the leg heals, and I hope there's no more surgeries for you. But darling, Mary, stuck on you. I got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. I'm on my way, Mary. I am. I'm going to come over there and look after you and give you a bed bath and make you feel... I want to make you soup and make sure you feel good. Because you need a friend, Mary. And the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you, Mary, till the end. See, yes, I'm on my way, Mary. Let me come over there. And if I am, I hope, Mary, that you give me a key to your door. I do. Click. And I come in and I'd look after you, and I know you're probably like, I put rose petals on the bed, but you're already lying in bed, aren't you? We could use the end to scratch down, couldn't we? I remember I broke my back and my leg, and you scratched down. It makes me feel much better. But darling, I'm stuck on you. A little too long. I've been a fool too long, Mary. Can I come home? Please, can I come home? I'll even bring my own key. You see what I did, Mary? I put the evil eye on, ward off evil spirits. It's so hard to see, Mary, that a woman like you, even with a broken femur and operations, would wait around for a man like me. Darling, but I'm on my way. I hope you have a really serious note. I hope you do recover soon. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for being fans of the show. And darling, thinking of you. 2021, well, I thought it couldn't get any worse, and some people it has. But darling, I'm thinking of you. Mwah, lots of love. Bye now.
And that's it. What do you
Yeah.
think? Pretty good?
Was he with one of those women that are like plastic surgery to the extreme. Those two sisters.
I don't remember. I never saw the show. I never heard of the show before. And I
Oh,
guess it was too bad.
oh man, there was more plastic on this woman
Really?
than
Plastic
actual
Man? Yeah.
person. You know, they get the boob job and the butt
Yeah.
implants and the
Yeah.
cheeks done and
Oh
the
no.
lips and
Yeah.
it's like they just look like a caricature of a
Oh.
person. They don't look like a person anymore.
Oh
Which
man.
is
But
sad. Someone must have really made you feel
yeah.
bad about
Yeah.
yourself to do that to yourself.
Yeah. But
You
like
know?
that girl that wanted to look like a cat or something like that. She had those.
Oh God.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Or Tanning
So,
Mom. Tanning Mom was bad too. Her skin got all.
oh
Yeah,
man.
that was bad. That was so
That was
bad.
bad.
I know it's horrible.
Oh.
It's bad.
But
But I mean, I
someone
don't know.
must really, really make you feel bad about yourself
Yeah,
to want to change yourself like that.
I know it's crazy. Or what
Wow.
about that guy that was trying to be healthy? He drank silver all the time. He turned blue. Remember
Oh
him?
yeah, the Smurf guy.
Yeah, yeah. He passed. He
Yeah.
passed away.
Oh, did he pass away?
Yeah, he passed away. Yeah.
Well, that was a thing people used to do. This people still do, where they spray silver nitrate or whatever
Yeah.
all over their face.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it can turn you blue or purple or something.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I
it's
couldn't
like,
imagine that though. Like after
yeah.
fact though, that's crazy. You know. And then I
Um,
guess Caitlyn Jenner on well, it used to be Bruce Jenner. I'll never forget that though. It's completely surprised me. I think she charged like $3,500 for a cameo video.
wow,
I know that's a lot of money. Like
that's
wow.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Dang,
I guess people buy them still too though, but that's a lot of cash though.
that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that's if it's like $50 or something, that's one thing.
Yeah.
$3,500? Wow. I'll buy you a used car instead.
I know. Well, there's
You
some
know?
people like I think Ric Flair charges $500 or something like that.
Wow.
Like woo
That's
woo.
steep.
Yeah.
That's
Or I
steep.
mean, some of the people don't charge as much. I think Gilbert Godfrey who passed away was charged like $200 or something like that. That's still a lot of money though.
It is a lot. But
Yeah.
if it's someone that you know that the person that you're sending
Yeah.
it to is really into that person
Yeah.
and would really, really appreciate it, I could see maybe $100,
Yeah.
$150,
Yeah.
because it would really mean a lot to them.
I
But
know.
it's a lot of money.
I know it was. It was so crazy. Did you ever see the one that she did for me from Guar though? A little profanity in it though.
Uh-uh.
Okay, let's see if I can find that one too.
Dig it up.
That's
Dig it
the
up.
band Guar. Okay, let's see if I can find it. What is it? Buzzsaw Destructo, I think. Oh, did you see? Did you watch that fight on Netflix?
No, I
No.
I love boxing. I have
Yeah.
loved boxing my whole life. I've loved it. But
Yeah.
since my mom got her traumatic brain injury, every
Oh.
blow, I just imagine their
Oh. Yeah.
brain moving in a I know. I'm
Well, I
just a
know it's
collection
fine.
of problems.
No,
But
that's
I
all. That's
yeah,
okay. That's fine. I don't blame you.
okay, boxing, my father's Cuban. Boxing's a
Yeah.
big deal to Cubans.
Yeah.
Um, my son had never watched boxing before. He was like 9 years old or
Oh,
something.
really?
And I was like,
Yeah.
Mac, come on. There's a really good match on. Let's watch
Yeah.
it. So he sits down with me to watch it. It was the goriest fight I ever saw in my life. The
Oh
guy's
no.
nose was flapping around. It was like he wasn't defending himself.
Oh
He was
wow.
just taking all headshots, one after another after another. His nose was flapping around at the
Oh
end.
my goodness.
And they're interviewing the guy, and the guy only speaks Spanish. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, my Spanish translator must be broken or something
Yeah.
because he said, "Oh, he hits like a girl." The guy's
Really?
nose is moving. We're
Oh my.
watching his nose
Oh,
move.
that's crazy.
My son can't watch boxing now.
Oh.
He was so
Oh.
traumatized by
Oh, I
this.
can just imagine. I've never
Oh,
seen that. That's crazy. Well, I
it was
remember like,
terrible.
well, I mean, I haven't watched box forever, but it was so hyped up on Netflix,
Yeah.
and it was weird though
Well,
because there was,
Tyson, you
yeah,
want he's too old, but you
well,
wanted
yeah,
to see him do
yeah,
well, and
yeah.
that
I don't
isn't
want
how
to
it
give away
played out.
spoilers, but it was just weird on Netflix till they kept screwing up and stuff. And there was a scene where like I think his son was interviewing Mike Tyson in the gym, You know, it was a real nice thing. I said, "I love you, son. I love you too, Dad." He turned around. I guess he was wearing it, and then you see his bare butt on the
Well,
show. They showed his bare butt on there. But they had
well,
some of
was it
yeah,
was it wait, was it LeBron James that one
yeah,
time sitting courtside
yeah.
there was more than his butt got flashed?
Oh no, oh no.
Oh
That's
yeah,
bad.
his genitals were on
Oh
display.
no. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I was like, "Oh my gosh." And it was on like NBC.
Oh no.
Holy smokes.
Well, they
Yeah.
they had the panic about it on on Netflix though. It's that and that goes, hey, I did not sign up to see his bare back his backside, you
Yeah,
know.
I don't, no thank you. But
But I mean,
um
yeah, it was
but
just
there
crazy. Yeah,
one
yeah,
time there was a boxer
yeah,
who I can't remember if his wife said she was divorcing him or his mom had died or something,
yeah,
but he walked out into the ring and he
yeah.
refused to defend himself. He put his arms down at his sides
Oh
and
no,
just took it, and they had to stop the fight. He was like trying to commit suicide in the ring. It was
that's
really,
crazy.
really scary to see. Um,
Yeah,
I used to like to watch because I don't watch them anymore. I used to like the flyweights and the bantamweights because they
yeah,
danced around the ring. It was really great. It'd be like jab and get away, jab and get away,
yeah,
jab and get away. Whereas the heavyweights kind of stand there and just slug each other. You
yeah.
know,
But it was crazy. There was a female match. This Irish girl's a remake. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, and she's popular for headbutting. Like about a minute and a half in the first round, she headbutted her, and then her above her eye, it opened up really bad,
above
and
her
she
own eye or the girl who
no no
got
no the
headbutted.
other girl's eye because she
Ah,
headbutted this other
not
girl.
cool.
Yeah, and she kept
Yeah.
doing it though, and the referee didn't disqualify her though. He took 1 point off, and then
Oh,
she
come
ended up winning.
on.
Yeah, he didn't disqualify her. Oh, she kept doing it. If you want, I mean, it went all 10 rounds. She refused to quit. The other girl, and then it went to the scorecard, and then the other girl won anyways. And they
Well,
said it was kind of
once
shady.
that opens up,
Yeah,
that can be the rest of their career. It can
yeah,
want to open up there because it'll
yeah,
open up right next to the scar and right next to the
yeah,
scar and right next to the scar.
exactly.
So
Well, I
it's
mean,
not cool.
yeah. Well, they had a guy who's one of the best guys handling cuts. He had like the Q-tip, and then the gauze and stuff to try to stop it. He did okay, but when the fight was over, they
Yeah.
interviewed
Once you
that.
got blood in your eye and
Yeah. Well, the girl that Katie Taylor actually had her blood on her face though. It was that because she kept leaning in with her head right where she was cut though, and the referee didn't uh, disqualify her or anything like that.
not cool.
He said, "Well, I'd take 1 point off." You know,
Oh, come on.
that was
One
messed up.
point. One
Yeah.
point. I watched a match one time. A guy got hit below the belt like 3 times.
Oh
And
no.
after the third shot, he couldn't recover. How many times can you get hit below the belt and be able to
Oh
stand there and fight?
no. Yeah, that would be horrible.
He lost.
He lost.
He couldn't recover
Yeah.
after the third shot.
Yeah.
And so he lost. And it
Yeah.
wasn't fair. The other
Yeah.
guy should have gotten disqualified. Not cool.
Well, I remember
Yeah.
there was an iconic fight that was it was actually a slaughter, but I mean I think everybody ended up winning on the the one that guy ended up winning. It was a Thursday night fight. I get it with a 10 o'clock on ABC. This is back when I was still in high school, and Howard Cosell was hosting it. And this match made Howard Cosell quit sports altogether. Right? It was Larry Holmes versus Randall Tex Cobb. Right? And Larry Holmes beat the crap out of him. And it went the whole match, and they did not stop the fight. He was beating the absolute crap out of him really bad. Howard Cosell was so mad, he said, "Ref, will you please stop the match?" And they kept it going till the end. And then a night
Well,
or two
his
later,
corner should have
yeah,
advocated for him, whether he
yeah,
wanted to quit or not. His
yeah,
corner should have thrown the towel in.
yeah, exactly. I don't I can't remember if they did throw the towel and the referee ignored it or something. I don't remember that, but I remember like a night or two later, they interviewed the guy on Johnny Carson, right, Randall Tex Cobb, and he was very funny, very charismatic, and after that, he had a career in Hollywood. He was in movies like The Golden Child, Critical Condition, Harvey Davidson, and Marlboro. You probably seen him in some movies before.
Yeah,
Yeah, he became a famous actor because of that. So
but
I think he
dang,
passed away recently. I know, but he got the crap.
people can die in the ring.
I know.
People do die in the ring, and it's up to the officials and it's up
Yeah.
to their team to take care of them.
Yeah. But they were saying
Yeah.
like that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson
Tyson.
fight was scripted, or like it was he laid off on, he didn't, he took it easy on him and stuff, and it went the whole distance. But a lot of people were disappointed. They wanted to see a real fight and stuff.
There may have been some deals, like, if
Yeah,
they go so many rounds,
yeah,
and they
yeah,
wanted to make sure that they went the
yeah,
full distance
yeah,
intentionally.
yeah. Well, I know Jake Paul made 40 million and Mike Tyson made 20 million. So that's how it was, and it was like one of the most biggest match on Netflix, but it was screwing up really bad. It was buffering really bad, and they went back to the picture. The picture was all pixelated and stuff, really bad. So I had
Yeah,
to
they
wait.
said like 60 million people or 90 million people or some crazy number of people were
Yeah,
streaming it. They
yeah,
couldn't
trying to.
handle it.
Yeah, they couldn't. The servers couldn't have it. Broke Netflix because I was watching it. I watched the whole thing. I did a live stream about it. I don't know if you were in the live stream or not. I can't remember. You might have been in the chat.
No, we were actually doing a stream at the same time.
Oh
Johnny
crap!
was doing a stream, I think, but we
Oh,
didn't watch the fight. We did not.
oh,
We
okay.
didn't. I can't do it. I can't do it
Well,
anymore.
well,
And
no,
I'm
I don't
telling you,
blame you. I
I
don't blame you.
love boxing. I
I don't
love
blame
it.
you. Mm.
I tell
I mean,
okay.
yeah,
I get a now.
it's okay.
Not to be political.
No, that's
I'm not
fine.
going to say what side of any equation I'm on.
Okay, that's cool.
But my mom, I'll tell you what my mom's side was.
Yeah,
Um, my parents live in Florida,
yeah.
and it's it's very Republican, of course.
Okay,
My mom happens to be very Democrat.
okay.
Okay, and she had her bicycle, which at the time said Biden on it. She had
Oh
Biden
wow.
signs on her
Yeah,
bicycle. Just a tricycle.
yeah,
Okay, um, and she had multiple times, like I can't remember if it was 2 times or 3 times, somebody with a pickup truck went up on the sidewalk to try and hit her with their truck
oh no.
intentionally.
That's
Well, she was riding her bike Christmas
yeah,
Eve. This is 2023 Christmas Eve.
yeah,
She was riding her bike in the park on an asphalt pathway in the park.
yeah,
Okay. And so we don't know what happened.
yeah.
Someone found her laying with her bike on top of her
Oh no.
in a pool of her own blood.
Oh no.
And
I'm so sorry.
she has a traumatic brain injury now.
Yeah,
She went from, she was more mobile than I am now.
yeah,
She was teaching water aerobics classes. She was a cheerleader for the Tampa Bay Rays.
yeah,
She was, every day going and doing all the things that you do in life
yeah,
to now we're a year later almost. She can't wipe
yeah.
her own butt. She can't have
Oh
a conversation with you because she can't put the words together. She
yeah.
cannot be independent at all. She has to have someone with her 24/7. And
I'm
we
so
don't know
sorry.
what happened, but we suspect that because she had the political stuff on her
Yeah,
bicycle, that someone dumped her over. Now, I don't care what
that's
side
horrible.
of
Yeah,
politics anyone is
yeah,
on. Everyone has the right to speak their mind. And,
yeah.
that's what this country is based on, right? You serve,
Exactly.
Jason, right?
Yes, exactly.
And absolutely, wouldn't you defend anyone's right to say
Yes,
whatever political candidate they want to support? Because
yes,
that's America, right? You defend the Constitution.
yeah.
Freedom of speech is number one, right?
Exactly.
And
That's
so,
insane.
so for this to have happened has really, I'm cry. We've done Project Smile, and it's about
Yeah,
helping people find their smile and
yeah.
fixing kids' smiles. I've had a really hard time finding my smile this whole
I know.
year because this is my mom. You get
I
one
know.
mom,
I know.
and there's a pretty good chance that someone intentionally hurt my mother.
I
And
know.
it has
Sorry.
really messed up. My whole family is devastated.
Yeah,
And this is really, really hard.
yeah. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope my videos have helped some too. You make bring spot your
Oh
face.
yeah, of course,
Oh,
absolutely,
I mean
absolutely.
that's
Um,
what I do sometimes. If I can, people like if I can like entertain or inform someone, that's what I like doing with my videos and stuff. And same with you guys. You guys make me happy too.
and you know what? This is really it's
Yeah,
really been such a bummer not to be able to
yeah,
be doing the lives, with John
I
working,
know,
because we enjoy doing it. We
I know.
like spending time with people and sending prizes out, because you know what, as an adult, what do you get in the mail? Junk mail and
Junk mail.
bills,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's it. And to get a silly little prize in the mail feels good,
Yeah, it does. I love doing the unboxings. I've done those before. I always mention you sent me the canned rattlesnake before and the musk lifesavers and the canned haggis a long time ago. I remember that too.
Well, it's just it's nice
Yeah,
to
yeah,
put a smile on someone's face,
yeah.
and your reviews are very helpful, because
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
trying to lose weight.
Yeah,
So trying different things like your
yeah.
like your Timu Lunchables,
Yes.
essentially your store brand Lunchables, uh, to know what to expect from it before I put my money down and waste my calories on it for the day, because I don't have a lot of calories to spend. It's good to know if it's going to be worth having or not.
Oh, yeah. Some
Thank you for doing that. That's a
you're
great
welcome.
service you're providing.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I've been looking for lunchlies though. That's with Mr. Beast, Jake Paul, and CSI. I can't find those anywhere, so I was doing like the next
Hmm.
best thing, Lunchables or Lunchlies or there's a couple other ones. They're not that much money though. And then ones from Armor, the lunch makers are like only like $1, like 18 or something like that. That's not too bad. And it comes with a little candy bar too.
Huh.
It happens. But I mean, I don't know. They're starting to find like mold in the cheese for the lunchlies for Mr. Beast and stuff. They said
Uh
the
oh.
packaging's not that better. So I don't know if they took them off the market or they're going to come back. I don't know. But you want to know how weird things are? People are buying up all lunchlies and are hoping to find mold. It'd be like a prize so they can do a video and get like 1 million views on it. Isn't that weird?
Wow.
Know how strange things have gotten? That's
Yeah.
crazy though. It's like they want to find that in there though. It's like a lotto prize.
I could
I mean,
pass on that. Thank
yeah,
you.
they do a
Oh.
video and stuff. I don't know. It's weird. It was
We
so. I
had,
mean, yeah,
feeding. I told you about my parrot. We were
yeah,
making little packets up because we're trying to. He came from a pet store. Never buy a bird at a pet store, but
yeah,
we were at the pet store, and he came up to the glass and he was rolling over and he was working it. He wanted to come home. So I said, "You know what? We're getting this bird." So we get the bird, but we've been making little packets up of different
yeah,
things. At a pet store, they just feed them seeds, which is not healthy for
yeah,
birds. You've got to
yeah,
get them on a whole bunch of vegetables and weird things. You got to get a whole bunch of variety in their diet.
yeah,
Just like people, you can't just live on one thing.
yeah.
So we were making up packets of stuff, and the very last packet, a maggot comes crawling out. A
Oh no!
maggot
Oh
comes crawling
no!
out. I'm like, oh
Oh no!
man.
That's bad.
Ew.
That's bad.
Yeah. So now when we buy him stuff, before we use it, it goes in the deep freeze. You stick it in the deep freeze for like
Yeah,
72 hours and it kills
yeah.
anything that's going to hatch or has hatched.
Oh
Because the
no!
bird doesn't care if there's maggots in there.
Yeah,
I'm not happy about it. Birds love to
yeah.
eat icky things.
Stuff like
But
that. Yeah, that's
that's
bad.
gross.
Oh,
Little
it's weird
maggot
though,
comes
'cause
crawling
yeah.
across.
Oh
Oh,
no, that's crazy.
yeah.
Cause I know my sister she had a pet boa constrictor. I guess you could buy mice from the pet store to feed it though. But see, I feel so bad though buying the mice from a pet store to feed the snake and stuff. But that's what it eats though.
I wanted to get a kookaburra because
Kookaburra.
they're
Yeah,
they laugh.
yeah,
It's like if you can't hear that and smile, something's wrong with you.
yeah. That's true.
But you have to feed the mice, so you have to raise mice. They have to
Yeah,
eat mice every day. So to have
yeah,
that many mice, you've got to raise mice. So here you are raising mice. Oh, look at the cute little baby.
yeah. Oh
Feed
no.
it to the bird every day.
Uh,
Ugh. Couldn't do it. Couldn't
there
do
was
it.
I can't remember. There was a documentary called "Animals Are Beautiful People." I think they might have talked about something in Africa, like the kookaburra or something like that. And they had like this one tribesman trying to sneak up on this zebra. Every time you get real close, the get the zebra, the bird would say something, and then the zebra run away. And he kept doing it. He gets
Yeah.
so mad, and then you saw him roasting the bird. It was so funny in that movie.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean that's a good movie. Animals are beautiful people. I saw on NBC a long time ago.
I gotta
I think
look
they
for that.
talked about
That's
like
funny.
yeah. Well, they had I think it was an Italian documentary, and they had a scene where like all these apples fell on the ground, and the apples were there for a while, and they were fermenting and stuff, right? And they
Yeah.
saw like a bunch of animals eating and then getting drunk and stuff. That was pretty
I've
funny.
seen it in real life.
Oh, really?
I've seen it in real life, drunk
Oh, wow.
squirrels eating
Oh,
crab
wow.
apples
Wicked.
that had fermented on
Yeah.
the tree. And I was like, and they
Oh,
just
no.
stagger around like, whoa. They must taste pretty good though, because they were like eating their weight in these fermented apples.
Oh, yeah. I video
Yeah.
game lover. That's pretty cool. I mean, you got some. This is really cool. I'm glad you came up.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
have to go pretty soon though.
oh,
I,
no,
I'm
that's good.
doing I'm doing my son's laundry because I could smell his room from down the hallway.
Oh, no.
Could have
Oh,
stopped
no.
it. Yeah, some guys. Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
about those guys. Yeah.
Hey, I tried to talk him into joining the
Yeah.
Navy because I
Yeah.
think that he could have really benefited from some time in the
Yeah.
service, but he got a job instead and he's
Oh,
maintained the job. So I
yeah.
can't say, you're not working, you got to go in the
Oh, man.
service.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, man.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I think serving is a good
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah,
I
it is
do.
a good experience. I should have stayed in, but I didn't know. I didn't know how things were going to be because when I got out in like 91, 92, everything was really good, you know? So I thought, man, I was
Yeah,
going at the wrong time. And then, I don't know. I should have stayed in, but that's like hindsight's 2020,
right.
but I didn't know if I'd even be doing the same thing I was doing, you know?
I have a cousin. She went into the army, and they just straight out of high school. She went into the
Yeah.
army, and they trained her to be a nutritionist. So she makes the menus that
Yeah.
happen like regionally at all the mess halls, and she got to go all around the world, all these different
Oh, cool.
places. I mean, how strenuous or dangerous is it to
Yeah.
be a nutritionist? So she wasn't in any kind of peril,
Yeah.
and she got to retire as still a young woman as a full colonel.
Oh, that's pretty
She's
awesome.
got this pension for a full colonel,
Yeah.
and I believe she's gone to veterinary school
Oh,
afterwards because
wow.
she's still a
Wicked.
young woman.
Yeah.
So now she's doing what she wants to do. You know,
That's cool.
yeah, military is a fantastic option. You know, I didn't do it because I had a baby too
Yeah.
young, but
That's okay. Yeah.
it's a
It happens.
fantastic option. A lot of people are like, "Oh no, I don't want my kid to go. It's not safe." But
Yeah.
hey, okay, I really do. I do have to depart because my
Okay.
machine did do its beep
Okay.
thing, and I want to
The
get
beep
it all
thing?
done before he gets home
Okay.
because he'll say,
Okay.
"Oh, you cleaned my room.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Well,
Okay.
clean it yourself, numbnuts."
Yeah,
Gee.
I'm not.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Love you, Jason.
Love
Thanks
you
for
too.
having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. You're always welcome. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I
Bye
hope you
bye.
had fun. Okay. Bye. Okay. That was pretty awesome. That was Ukulele Cheri from We Play You Win. Very nice and kind lady. So that's the extra bonus. You got a review of the movie Saturday Night, and talk with Ukulele Cheri, and she actually played a song too, which is pretty cool. Um, yeah, We Play You Win is a great channel. They have like interactive stuff involving like a coin pusher and also the claw machine, old fashioned claw machine. Not like the newer ones they have. And then they have like a whole bunch of really weird ones where you have to like nudge it. They have like a little prong you have to nudge the prize off. Some of the stuff you have to do it by skill, but I mean, by the time you get the prize, you probably spent like 3 or 4 times what the prize is worth. You know. Oh, great interview! And thank you, Tam. Thank you, Tam. But yeah, Ukulele Cheri is really nice. If you ever get a chance, We Play You Win. It's a great channel, Tam. I don't know. I mean, they usually would do like a live like Wednesday or Friday. and then maybe Sunday. But I mean, they've been so busy or they haven't been able to do it because they did a live whenever the Tyson fight was on. They did a live, or else I would have been over there. I didn't know, and I didn't know how badly and Netflix was going to screw up everything, But so they're good. Like I said, they're good people. I think like the sad thing is they haven't been going live as much, so their viewership they might have lost some viewership though. But I mean, life in the seats and stuff. So some of the episodes might be a little shorter than usual. Usually, if they go live, it might be anywhere from like a hour 15, an hour and a half. Now it's like anywhere from like 55 minutes to like a hour and 10 or something like that. But I mean, they're still good people. I met them a long time ago. I remember doing like one of the coin pusher games. And basically it was just do it before like my food came. Like Uncle Charlie's something like they had like a Silver Falls. There's one at well, I played some different types of coin pusher games in other places, but it was at Uncle Charlie's, and there's one at the other place, Fat Willie's and stuff. And I remember going there playing that just maybe playing like maybe $2 worth or something like that, just before your food comes and stuff. Now, if it was just me at the table waiting for the food, I just sit there and wait for it, you know. But it's a fun way to pass the time, and I do film some stuff. It's tough filming with one hand and doing that, but I mean, it's still pretty cool. And the one thing it sucks whenever one of the things whenever you have the coin in there, make sure it lands. It does not land on top of another quarter. But when it pushes it, I mean that's a wasted push. It won't push the quarter at all. If it lands like flat, and there might be a little bit of a space, like inch space, and it pushes on there, it might push a quarter off. But like I said, it's like all physics and physics, and a lot of times they would have like I guess some places would have like a magnet, or they have like this thing that on both sides, any cords that fell off that side was the guy who owned the game, right? It's his prize and stuff. But I mean, and then they have like things that weight down some of the items and stuff. But it's still kind of fun. Oh, I do. I like those coin and pusher games too, Tam. If you get, I think Tam. Did you want to come up, Tam? Or else I might. I mean, if you ever get a chance, you should check out their channel. They're good people. I mean, this has been a really nice live stream so far. I mean, she's a really very nice person. Ukulele Cheri's the best. Did you want to come up, Tam, buddy? I can't remember if I asked you. I think I did. I don't remember. But I mean, she's where should I put my guest Ukulele Cheri? Yeah. But I mean, I highly recommend. If you're a fan of Saturday Night Live, I mean, now you don't have to. I know people say Saturday Night Live sucks and all this other stuff, but I mean, the old days. These are the old original cast members that were like became famous. And Bill Murray was not part of the original cast either. I don't think he came about till like a year or two later. Oh, you're working listed right now? Okay, or I would. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, buddy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I may try to go for like 1:30. I know I'm weird like that, but I mean, it's just a little thing for me, you know. Um, and then some people try to make it sound like it's goofy. It's not. It's just me. But I highly recommend. Oh, it was. I highly recommend watching Saturday Night Tam. It just came out this year. It was supposed to be released right on the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live. It's really good, Tim. I think you'll really enjoy it. It talks about like the frantic 90 minutes before the start of the original Saturday Night Live episode, the very first one. It's wonderful. It's really good. And like I said, the actors they have playing like the Saturday Night Live characters are great. Made lots of movie stars too. And like I said, J.K. Simmons plays Milton Berle. That's great. Now it's not like that show Little Rock with Dwayne and Rock Johnson. Some of the wrestlers there didn't look anything like the wrestlers or Vince McMahon didn't look anything like Vince McMahon. The guy who played his dad looked like him, you know. And I think the guys that played like the youngest Rock, and then like the teenager Rock looked like him too, you know. It looked like the Rock too, but no. I'm really happy to have Ukulele Cheri up here. I haven't heard her in a while, and she played a song too, which was really cool. So I guess that's it, everybody. Like I said, if you get a chance, definitely Saturday night is Jason Reitman. It's a biopic. There's comedy and drama and stuff. It's really good. William Dafoe's in it, and William Dafoe is like brilliant in everything. It's very entertaining, very much worth watching. If you get a chance. So I want to thank my good friend. I want to thank everybody in the chat. And I want to thank my very good friend Ukulele Cheri for being my guest on the show. And until next time, everybody, please take care, my legion. Good night, everybody. Good night.